This video might not get a lot of views, and honestly, I don't care. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but you serious need to just let go and let God take the wheel. Stop trying to be in control of your life because you have no control over your life. That is why your life is in shambles. That is why you are always mixed into some type of drama and BS. That is why you are so unhappy. And that is why you are always in and out of toxic relationships. I hate to give it to you like that, but somebody needs to hear this message today. Let's talk about it. Personal backstory about myself. I'm trying not to be too long-winded with this. I'm a guy that my whole life, up until maybe like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I never really had God in my life at all. I really didn't pray. I didn't read the Bible, rarely went to church. I just didn't have God in my life. And I used to always sit back and wonder why my life was never where I wanted my life to be. I would look around and all my friends and some family members and even ex-girlfriends seem like they just all passed me by in life. Everybody's doing great for themselves. They traveling, they got houses, they got career jobs, they drive nice cars. And I would look at my life and I was stuck with temp agency jobs. I call them crappy jobs. If I wasn't on YouTube, and I would call them what I really want to call them, the SH words. You know what I'm saying? Itty jobs. But I'm gonna just call them crappy jobs. I was doing with crappy temp agency jobs. I was always in some type of situation or relationship with women who were toxic, to say the least, narcissists. I was always surrounded by people who genuinely really didn't like me, really just wanted to use me for what they could use me for what I was worth. And then when I was no longer used to people, men and women, they'll just toss me to the wayside, man. And like when they met somebody or was in a situation where they really didn't need me no more, people used to just throw me away. And I would be depressed after breakups. I would be depressed after me and certain people stopped being friends. And man, I've been fired from I don't know how many jobs in my life, man, temp jobs. And without me getting into too many details, because I don't want to say the wrong thing on YouTube and somebody flags it and my channel get demonetized for it actually gets monetized. Like, I used to just work with people who I didn't speak the same language as, and they just didn't like me. I used to come to the job and pretty much work harder than the people who did speak the same language as them, and I guess they would take it the wrong way and they would fire me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would call my tip agency and I get a phone call while I'm on my way to the job the next day. They wouldn't call me the day after work, or it'll be like probably 5 minutes before it's time for me to clock in. They'll be calling me talking about some, oh well, they just ended your assignment. Like, and I used to ask sometimes, not all the time, but why they in my assignment? Did it something? Is it something I did? And I would always get some type of BS excuse about, oh, well, they didn't like your performance, or oh, it'll always be some BS. And I used to sit and ask, like, they don't like my performance, but what am I doing wrong? I'm going to the job every day on time. It seems like I'm outworking all the people that's hired in, and I'm just a temp. So what is it about my performance they don't like? But what they just didn't like me, man. I would stay to myself at jobs. I'm a real introverted guy. A lot of people don't know that about me unless you know me personally. I'm a real introvert. I really don't talk to people for real. I always been a ladies man. I never had a problem speaking to women, but other guys, I feel like always in a lot of cases are like jealous of me because I think women tend to like cling towards me more versus other guys because I always been like reserved and just laid back. I always dress nice, I smell good. I wear cologne. I just always was a put together type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not extra. I'm not goofy. I'm not none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just stay to myself. I'm chill. I'm laid back. I always had some type of car. Even if it wasn't a nice car, I was always able to get myself around. I always had money in my pocket. I always smelled good and dressed nice. And a lot of guys used to hate me for that, bro. I'm gonna be real. But a lot of women used to love me for that. And that's why a lot of guys used to hate me. So, I don't even know where I'm going with this video anymore, but I just, something just told me maybe it's God just trying to speak to somebody through me. Like, you really need to let go and stop thinking that you're in control of your life, and you're really not in control of your life, man. You really are not in control of your life. God is in control of your life. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you are going to live a better life, the sooner you are going to wake up feeling better every day about your life, no matter what your situation or your circumstances may be. Let me tell you something. It is always somebody out there that is in a much worse situation than you. So be thankful for everything that you have, man. I don't care if you feel like you ain't got nothing, man. You got something more than what a lot of people out here got, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all another personal story. When I was, yeah, I had to bring up my ex from San Antonio, yes. So after me and my ex stopped dealing with each other back over the summer, like back in May or whatever the case, um, so I was living down there in San Antonio. Me and her wasn't talking, none of that stuff. So at the time I didn't have a car, and I used to go outside, man, take walks, and like if I needed some groceries and stuff, I used to have to go to the walk to the store, right? Well, I'd rather walk instead of take a Lyft or Uber, because that crap costs an arm and a freaking leg. So I used to just walk to the store. And I remember I used to see this homeless lady every day, man. This homeless lady, she had a dog, and I think she had a cat, and her and that dog and that cat was dirty. Looked like they hadn't bathed in like months. And I used to feel so bad for that lady, man. I used to feel so bad for that. I think I just offered her like a couple dollars one day. But I used to see this lady every day for like a month straight. I speak to her. You know what I'm saying? Like when I would go outside and everything just for a walk and go back in the apartment, like I would see this lady every single day. And I just used to think to myself, man, like I'm going through what I'm going through with my ex and everything, dealing with this breakup, and I'm down here in Texas with no family, no friends. My daughter is up there in Chicago. I ain't got nobody down here. This chick won't even talk to me no more. And I was lonely, man. I was depressed. And I used to look at that lady and say, yeah, I might be lonely and depressed, but at least I ain't homeless. You know what I'm saying? So always remember, man, it's always somebody out there in a worse situation than you are, man. I want you guys to just be thankful for what you do have, man. Be thankful for what you got, fellas, because there's somebody out there in the world that ain't got jack, that ain't got nobody, that ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you guys to just be thankful for the little bit that you do have, because you could be just like that lady that was down there in San Antonio that right now is probably more than likely still homeless. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here, I'm back home. I got a roof over my head, clothes on my back. I'm still working on getting over my ex and everything, but I'm straight. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm working every day. I'm on YouTube, grinding, making these videos. I'm going places. I done found my purpose in life. And most importantly, I have the Lord Almighty in my life, baby. And that lady don't have nothing. None of that stuff that I just named. She ain't got jack. So, fellas, stop being so ungrateful, man. So what? You ain't got no big house. So what? You probably still living with your mama. So what? You wearing clothes from last year. So what? Who cares, man? At least you have a mama to go. You could go. You got a mama you can go live with. She probably don't. Because if she did, she wouldn't be out there in the middle of the street with nowhere to go. That lady ain't got no clothes to wear. You probably wearing clothes from last year, but at least you got clothes to wear. At least they clean. I saw that lady wear the same clothes every day for about a month straight because she didn't have no other clothes to wear. She didn't have a home to go to take a bath. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who in the world needed to hear this today, but somebody needed to hear this. Somebody needs to know to be thankful for what they have. You need to let go of the wheel and let God take control, man. Stop trying to be in control of your life, because you know something? You don't control nothing. God is in control. And the sooner you realize that, the better off your life will be. The better off you gonna be. Because I was just like you. I used to think that I'm in control of this. I got this. This my life. This me. I got this. I'm gonna hold this down. And you want to know what happened every time I thought that I had control of something? God would always humble me. That chick that I was with down there in Texas, we used to live up here in the suburbs, had us an apartment together. I used to think that chick was going to be my wife. And you want to know what happened? God took that relationship away from me. And that's what happens, man. And not even just on no relationship stuff, just in life in general, man. You will be humbled. If you think you are in control of your life, God will humble you. So keep that in mind, man. You're not in control. You need to let go and let God control and show you the path you need to go down, man. That he has reserved for you. God has blessings reserved for everybody, man. God has a path in life designed specifically for you, for me, for everybody. And until you establish a relationship with God, fellas, you are honestly going to walk around this world lost with no direction, nowhere to go. You're going to always feel unhappy, no matter how much money you got in your pocket, no matter what type of car you driving, no matter how big your house is, no matter how many women you sit there and sleep with every day or whatever the case may be. You want to know something? You're going to always feel empty on the inside. You know why you're going to feel empty? Because you don't have God in your life. You got all the money. You got thousands upon thousands of dollars. You got 2 cars. You smashing 4-5 different women in a 1-week span. You got a big house. Your credit score is almost 800. But you want to know something? You want to know why you always feel empty on the inside, no matter about all that success and money and women you got. You know why you feel empty? Because of all those things you got in your life, you don't have the most important thing it is to have in your life. And that's a relationship with God. And until you establish a relationship with God and you pray and you speak to God and you read the Bible and you get familiar with the word, you're going to always feel empty. I pray every single day. I don't ask for stuff often, even if I don't do nothing but pray and say, God, thank you for waking me up this morning. I could have died in my sleep, but you woke me up this morning, God. You gave me another day to live on this earth, to leave my mark on this earth. You woke me up today. You know what I'm saying? You guys need to just take the time out of your day. I don't care if it ain't nothing but 2 minutes out of your day to thank God for waking you up, because you could have died in your sleep. This is such a godless generation, man. It's so many people I know in my life, man. Family members, friends, ex-girlfriends, co-workers. There's so many people I know in my life. And who am I to judge? But I just look at them and the way they live their life and how God ain't got no part of their life. Because either they don't believe in God or they don't love God. I don't know. But there's so many people I know in my life right now that when they die, they are going to hell. They are going to the lake of fire forever, for eternity, because they don't have God in their life. They don't love God. They don't respect nothing godly. You can't even fathom the thought of eternity. It is people in my everyday life that I know, family, friends, whoever, ex-girlfriends that I know are going to hell for eternity because of the way they live their life. You better find God, man, before it's too late. A lot of us always put things off. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm gonna do this later. Man, you need to do it today. If it's the right time to find God, it's today. It's right now. You better do it before it's too late, because it might not be a tomorrow. Thank you guys for typing in with me, man. Whoever this message was supposed to get out to, I hope it reaches you. And I hope I help you find God, man. Stop trying to take your life into your own hands, because it's not yours to take control of, man. It's God's. And whether you believe in God or love God or not is your business. But all I'm going to tell you is I went through my life without God and I was miserable. And as soon as I found God, this is the best life. This is the best I've felt ever in my life. And I don't even have nothing, man. I don't have no whole bunch of money in the bank. I don't drive no fancy car. Me and the woman that I thought I was gonna marry, man, she left me. All of that. But you want to know what keep me going, what wake me up and get me out the bed every day? The fact that I got God in my life, man. Because God is gonna see me through to the end, bro. He gonna give me the strength to get over that breakup. He gonna give me the skills and the talent that I need to apply myself and do what I want to do. That's gonna bring an abundance of money into my life, so I can take care of me and my daughter and my bills and my responsibilities. I might not drive a fancy car, but one day I will. It's a car. It gets me from A to B every single day. That's the only thing that matters. I love you guys, man. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Find God, man, before it's too late. I love you guys. Shalom.